They'll make a movie on this. This will be as big as the Hatfield and McCoys ever dared to be.
It's been well over 100 years.
I don't think anybody will ever know the true story of what happened.
57 shots in 90 seconds. 5 people dead, others wounded. And it all happened inside a courtroom on a cold March day in 1912. The echoes of the gunfire have long since disappeared, but the wounds left behind in this quaint little town of Hillsville, Virginia, have continued to fester.
I didn't actually talk about the story till I was 42 years old because my family forbid me. They didn't want to talk about it. They said, you're going to make somebody upset. You're going to get somebody upset with you.
The school superintendent forbade the school teachers from talking about the courthouse tragedy in school.
That's because the grudges and hard feelings between the families and people involved in the shootout have been passed down through the generations.
So don't talk about it. It's still going on today. People feel like that's their family, and so you can't talk about it and discuss it.
Touchy subject. Touchy subject.
Huh. Even today?
Even today.
We're doing the best we can, trying to tell a community story tonight.
But the healing of the hurt here has started. It began with a play acted out in the very same courtroom where the real-life drama took place.
The mayor of Hillsville came to me back in the 90s and said, you need to, because he knew I wrote plays, he said, you need to write a play about the shootout. And I took him seriously, but I was afraid of it. It was a subject that kind of scared me.
Despite that, Frank Levering wrote the play.
Please be seated.
And it debuted in 2012. The 100th anniversary of the shootout.
We were scared to death the first year we did the play.
There were direct descendants on both sides who were coming to these early shows.
We actually had deputies sitting in this courtroom during the plays to make sure that we didn't have problems.
And you know, you would shake their hand and look them in the eye and think, don't kill me for what we're doing here. Please don't kill me. I'm trying to tell the truth.
On occasion, I have caught a glimpse on the streets of Dexter Goad.
But it turned out the play helped start a conversation that was long overdue.
I think it gave everyone an opportunity to weigh in themselves and to finally get beyond this barrier of we can't really talk about this and it needs to be kept quiet in our household.
Maybe to see, instead of hearing your family side, to hearing both sides. And find out, you get to meet people and relatives and find out these are human beings, not some monster that's been created in some book or family lore.
Sometimes you need to talk to each other instead of talking at each other.
The true story of what led to the tragedy at the Carroll County Courthouse may never be known, but at least now there are some people who aren't afraid to go looking for it.
I'm not sure we can tell them what the truth is, but we can make them think about it. We can make them ask what the truth is.
They say time heals all wounds, and that may be the case here, eventually. But to this day, there's still some unresolved feelings between the families involved. Because of that, or despite that, there's still a lot of interest in the tragedy.
Oh, it's a treasure. It's a treasure. And hopefully it'll always stay just exactly where it's at and always be treasured by the newer generations and learn from the past.
In our next episode, we'll tell you how some local museums are keeping the story alive. In Hillsville, Virginia, Chad Tucker, Fox 8 News.